friends, and welcome back to my channel where I'm sharing my TTC journey after being diagnosed with PCOS, and today we are going to be talking about diet. Now, I think when you're diagnosed with something, the first thing we tend to do is get straight to Google and start looking up things that we can do to change our diet, our lifestyle, our fitness routine in order to help relieve some of the symptoms. So like everybody else, that's the first thing that I did, and there was so many recommendations in terms of diet. And I have to say, I felt like most of the recommendations focused on removing things from our diet, so things such as dairy and gluten and processed food, but there wasn't actually that much in terms of what we can add into our diet in order to help our PCOS symptoms and nourish our bodies. One thing that did kept popping up was an anti-inflammatory diet, which focused on removing foods from the diet which cause inflammation in the body, mainly processed foods, and focusing on anti-inflammatory ingredients. I'm going to be sharing with you today 3 spices which I have added into my diet to help reduce that inflammation, and they are turmeric, ginger and cinnamon. All 3 of those ingredients have been found to be anti-inflammatory, and they've got loads of other benefits such as boosting the immune system, keeping our blood sugar levels low. They're loaded with antioxidants. Cinnamon is actually been found to be antiviral, antibacterial, and also has been found to help reduce our blood pressure. And ginger is also really good for pain relief, it's anti-inflammatory, and has also been linked to lower cancer risks. So that all sounded great to me in terms of 3 really simple things that I can just add into my diet in order to help reduce the inflammation in my body, which is linked to my PCOS. So today I'm going to show you 3 really simple ways that you can add these ingredients into your diet. Let's get into the first recipe.
Okay, so what we're going to be making is some golden milk, and for this you'll need some ground turmeric, some ground cinnamon, and also some ground ginger. So there are spices. And then I used a carton of coconut milk, which is sweetened, but you can also use just a normal tin coconut milk, completely up to you. You could also use fresh ingredients, so fresh ginger, fresh turmeric, and also some cinnamon sticks. If you just pop those into a little tea diffuser, pop that into your milk and let it simmer, that will also work as well. You do you. I'm going to use ground today. Okay, so we're going to add a cup of coconut milk into our pan, as you can see here. Then we're going to add the spices. So you're going to want half a teaspoon of the turmeric, the ginger, and also the cinnamon, and then give that a good mix. Now the next part is completely optional. You could add a sweetener, so that could be some honey or also some sugar-free syrup. I have got this butterscotch one here, completely up to you. I didn't add any because my coconut milk was sweetened. Pop that on the hob, give it a good stir. I promise those spices will start to dissolve. As you can see here, everything's dissolved and the milk is looking nice and golden. So grab yourself a mug. Here is the golden milk. We're going to pour that into our mug here. And then I decided to give my milk a froth, so just got one of these hand frothers. And then as you can see, the milk is now nice and frothy. Of course, we'll give it a taste test. Nod of approval. So the next recipe is going to be some stewed apples. So you guessed it, you'll need an apple and also some ground ginger, some ground cinnamon, and some ground nutmeg for this one. Throwing in a different ingredient. Yep, you guessed it, we're going to chop up an apple. You do you, how many apples you want. For this, I'm just going to use 1 apple. Chop it into similar sized chunks and then add that to your pan. You want half a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and just a pinch of ginger, half a cup of water, basically just enough to cover the apples, and simmer that on the hob until all the water has evaporated and you're left with this nice thick mushy apple mixture, which we're actually going to add to some porridge. So I've whipped up some porridge here. I'm going to add my apple mixture on top, a little bit of almond butter, and there is my breakfast for tomorrow. Our final recipe is turmeric scrambled eggs. So you guessed it, you're going to need 2 eggs, some ground turmeric, and also some garlic granules. Nice and easy. Add 2 eggs and some milk to a pan, and then add your ground turmeric and also the garlic. I just sprinkled a bit of each in, I didn't measure it out, and then keep stirring those eggs. Grab yourself some bread. I added a little bit of butter for some healthy fats as well, and then just add your turmeric scrambled egg on top of the bread. As you can see here, I had a nice healthy portion. I decided to add some avocado, so I just sliced that up. I just had half of an avocado, thought that was enough, so I popped that on top and then added a few extra green bits. So got some rocket and some spinach and some crushed chilies as well. So that is my scrambled turmeric eggs on toast with avocado. Of course, we've got to give it a taste test. So as we can see here, big mouthful and also a happy dance, which shows my approval.
So I hope you enjoyed those really quick, easy, simple ways to add 3 anti-inflammatory spices into your diet. Of course, I will leave all the ingredients down below in case you want to go and try them as well. If you like this kind of video where I'm talking more about diet, then please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so I know. And if you've got any other suggestions in terms of what you think I should add into my diet in terms of anti-inflammatory ingredients or any other ideas for videos you'd like to see, please don't forget to leave them in the comments down below. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to follow along with my TTC journey, and I will see you guys in my next video.